Hi there. I'd promised you a video, so today I'm going to talk about general things, becoming observant, where you are, and taking cognizance, in other words, taking note of certain things. For example, as I jog, normally I come across people. You find that you find a lot of women, uh, some of which meet you along the way, and as you, because of social distancing, you have to go around them. They pass comments like, oh, the white woman thinks that we are diseased. But I mean, do you not listen to the directives of your government? The government says you must social distance 1.5 meters from one another. And yet you'll find a gentleman, as you are jogging along, he will automatically go onto the grass because he's a gentleman. And I'll put my hands together to show him I thank him, and he will do exactly the same. So like attracts. You see, that lady that was so angry and says, oh, the white woman, there are two things to be noted from that. First of all, she's very judgmental, and second, she's racist, because there's no reason for somebody to refer to somebody as a white woman. you know um, those sort of people you really don't want to associate with. That is why they are not within your circle. You actually, thank God, you must realize the sort of people that you are attracting. When I say to you, they have nothing I want, I am not talking about money or positions. I am not impressed by money because I've had it and I've got it. I'm comfortable. And positions, I've had positions, so those don't impress me. I'm impressed by compassion, by honesty, by love, by compassion. I'm impressed by all those things. Those are the people that impress me. I'm not impressed by noise. I'm impressed by silence. When somebody is silent, and this person intrigues me, especially if we are among a group of people, because this person's obviously deep. Because people who plan don't plan out aloud. Be careful, don't think that silent people are stupid. Those people go deep, and those are the people that can teach me something. I'm attracted to people who can teach me and take me to the next level, whether it be spiritually or whether it be in what I do. you know I have lots of hobbies, as you know. I love, lately I've been making vases, cement vases, my own, as people call them, uh, pot plant vases, or pot plant pots. Is what has been attracting me of late, because I have different hobbies. And even when I discuss something with somebody, and I'll say, for example, oh, I have to paint that wall, and the person says, oh, you must put a sealant undercoat. I listen to it because I'm learning. Everybody, as I've told you before, is my teacher. So even those that are very noisy and they put their music on very, very loud, those sort of people, they are my teachers, in the sense that they teach me what I don't want to learn. So I know they distinctly make me aware of what I don't want in my life. So, you must be very observant of everything that happens around you. You approach somebody, for example, and you want to say, oh, thank you so much for being considerate and not hooting. And the person looks at you and says, huh? Ufunani mlungu? What do you want, white woman? And you say, whoops, thank you. This is not the sort of person I want to associate with. Let me just keep away and move away. These vocalizations tell you a lot about these people. These are angry people who don't expect the best to happen. And you are blessed, because in your life you expect the best to happen, and it always does. Because you are ensuring that you always have good feeling thoughts. You are ensuring that your actions are always considered towards others. You are always polite. It doesn't matter whether you've recently qualified as an attorney. If you have no manners, honey, in court, you are not a nice person. You have nothing I want, because you have nothing to teach me. I like those people that go the extra mile, and they are eloquent in the way they put their cases across, or whatever they do. I don't like these people who have attitude. Those people, I don't want to learn that. No, those are not the sort of things one wants to learn. So I want you to become more mindful. What sort of people are you attracting in your life? And if you don't like the people you're attracting, then you better start changing your ways, because it starts with you. The minute you become something you want to become, you will attract those people, that are like yourself. But as long as you are going to keep the wrong company and be amongst people that don't improve you in any way, then of course you're always going to attract those type of people that are just going to use you. You've got to realize that like attracts. Everything that is like will attract. In other words, birds of a feather will flock together. You can't tell me that you have a friend who is being charged for physical assault or for GBH, which is assault to do grievous bodily harm, and you're a very good person. What sort of a person are you associating with? Because you shouldn't even be associating with people that are being charged for offenses such as those. It means you also are of that group. Because you will never attract somebody that is not of your group and like yourself. So realize that the company you keep actually tells us a lot about you. And I love the quote that used to say, and still says, show me your friends and I will tell you who you are. So be very mindful about the company you keep. Be very mindful about the things that you do. If you want your life to turn around, you have to start changing your habits and your beliefs. Your beliefs is what holds you back. If you believe you can't, you won't. You got to start believing that I can and I will. You got to start challenging yourself. For example, I challenge myself on a daily basis. Some days I get up and I really don't feel like jogging, but I tog up, and as I tog up, I'm getting my mind into that state where I'm going to go and hit the road, and when I just start on my jog, if you had said to me, come, let's go back inside and watch television, I probably would say yes. But once I have warmed up and I'm starting to open up on my jog and it's just me and the road, wow. And I love that because I compete with myself. Today I got to cut my time by a minute or two, by 2 minutes, by 3 minutes. I'm always competing with myself. I've got to be better today than I was yesterday. I've got to push myself harder. Up that hill, I've got to push myself harder. I compete with myself. I don't compete with other people in everything. When I encounter a situation that is unsettling, I look at it and I think to myself, no, let me not behave like I did yesterday. Let me behave in a different fashion so that I can become a better version of me. I've got to allow the God within me to experience the highest feeling ever he had about who he is. So God is in each and every one of us. There's a lot being said about the LGBTI plus. What surprises me is there shouldn't really be much said about it, because God is in everyone and in everything. And if those people were not to be on this earth, then God wouldn't be inside them, isn't it? He would be outside of them. He would leave them. They would be dead. Because once we don't have God within us, which is our souls, which is source, we are dead. So how come all these people prosper and are progressive and become famous? Because they embrace themselves. They allow the God within them to celebrate the highest feeling ever he had about who he is. We are all unique and we are all different. We should just embrace and accept everybody as they are. We should stop being narcissistic. Narcissistic people always, they believe they are better, they know it all, they've done it all. Oh, pity me, things are so bad, forgive me, if you take me back I will change. They never change. Narcissistic people don't change. They want to be in control. They run you down. You're never good enough, doesn't matter what you do. Don't be like those. Stop listening to those. Those are the people you grew up with in your homestead. Those are the ones that you so hated, and now you are beginning to behave just like them. Take cognizance. Take note, a mental note. I've got to change that behavior of mine. I've got to stop this controlling and this dictating and this judgment. All that. You've got to stop it, and you've got to start now to take control of every one of your actions. Take responsibility for each and every one of your actions, each and every one of your thoughts. You can control your mind. You are not your mind. Stop that mind from running amok and telling you the wrong things. Stop believing that you are not good enough. You are whole. You are complete. You are enough. You are perfect. Embrace that and love yourself. And experience always the highest feeling ever you had about who you are. But stay cognizant, darling, of every one of your actions, so that what you send out to the universe can be good. And recognize something. Whatever situation you encounter, is a lesson. Take away the emotion, but never forget the lesson. Deal with it in a different way so that you never make the same mistake again. You know, you have the power to totally flip the coin and turn your life around for the better. My name is Inalbe Jorge-Antonio, and I live in Manzini in the Kingdom of Eswatini. I share because I care. Your success is important to me. Your well-being is important to me. You progressing would be such joy to me. Please do let me know how things are going for you since you follow my videos as well as the motivational articles that I send on a weekly basis. It's always nice to hear from you. May God amply bless you. May you and yours stay safe, protected, and healthy always. Love always, kisses, hugs. Thank you for stopping by to listen to my video.